EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight, two AFC East teams set to collide. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Ready to do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Here comes Malik Washington. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Achane from the pistol. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Achane again. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Staying on the ground here with Achane. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Tua off the play fake. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Five DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
While his 4-2 record wasn't good enough to keep the starting job in Pittsburgh over Russell Wilson, that performance was enough to show the rest of the NFL there's still potential in him to go lead a franchise.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Free up the middle, gets a breakaway. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7.
Ain't no other king in his rap thing and siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. D. Eskridge to return it. Escapes a defender. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. From the 40 on 2nd down. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Miami.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Achane on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tua setting up to throw. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Dolphins, first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a chain up the middle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Washington, the motion man here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
The call play action would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Searches from the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. They've got first down from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Finds a man, Mason Taylor has it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down, Jets.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Put some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins hoping to break this tie before the half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Cut out left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Stays, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've done a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Trying again, following the sack. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Tua. 30 before he's driven out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Caught, that's Arian Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Fields to throw. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now. Now Fields again. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And the slated downs to approach here from the 40. Fields throwing once more. Buying some time right. He can run it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our third quarter. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Fields. They set up the screen here for Hall. Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Fields on 1st down. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's going to keep it this time. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Fields on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down from the red zone. And he's got it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Eskridge on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They motion Waddle over left. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He's trying to go deep again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the send.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start this one out with Hall. Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Play action, it's Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 32. And the Jets first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. It's short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Takes out a one stop. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Running back, motioning right. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of, it looks like, about 1 on 1st down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Escapes the pocket. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Flushed out to his left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Achane, a 1st down carry. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. Handoff running left, Achane. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trail by a field goal. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find the completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. A major loss offensively as A-Chan is forced out. And in his absence, they'll turn to one of the fastest men in football. It's Devon A-Chan. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To throw. Waddle makes the catch. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
He brings it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th and long.
These are the moments, Kate. These are the decisions right here where trust comes to life. And what do I mean by that? How much does this staff trust a quarterback that was just sacked to put the ball back in his hands with a chance to win it? Or do you trust your special teams? Do you trust your defense? These are the enormous decisions this head coach, he gets paid pretty handsomely to make.
Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Come on! That's an easy 3.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This to set up overtime. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kent, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he is to throw. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
They start the drive with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Wilson on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
They need 2 here on this third down if they want to keep this opening drive of OT going. Fields out of the gun. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this needs to be a good one. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Receiver in motion, going left. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. They motion Waddle over left. Right, running out of the gun. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. It's a big strike to Hill. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down from the 31. He running from the gun with Wright. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running from the pistol, it's Wright. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Man in motion here. Now to throw. All the time, and he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack.